So today was a pretty chill day of cooking for me. Only one of my clients was having dinner and no one was at the house today, so I only cooked lunch for the other people that work here. They just asked for some classic grilled cheese and tomato soup for lunch. I make tomato soup at least twice a week here and keep it in the fridge so it's always here for anyone to eat. Everyone that works here also eats off paper plates because nobody wants to do extra dishes. After that, I got into making some soup, and today that was an orzo soup with lots of fresh ginger and a bunch of veggies. I always start off by doing all my knife cuts, prepping out all my veg, and since I was making an orzo soup, I wanted all the veg to be a similar size of the orzo. Get all my veggies sauteed in a bit of butter, seasoned with salt, white pepper, chili flakes, and a little bit of chicken consomme powder. I would have preferred using MSG for a soup like this, but my clients don't like it. To be honest, I've never actually asked, but I know them pretty well at this point, and unfortunately, MSG has such a bad stigma over the years that I think it would be an uphill battle to convince them. Toasted off my orzo and deglaze with some wine, top with chicken stock and let that simmer for a while I got into making dessert for today. Today was rice pudding, and I don't have a recipe for this, and I just eyeball the ingredients and kind of treat it like making a pastry cream. I use a cannaroli rice, which is a traditionally used for risotto. Boil that until it's tender, strain it off, add it back to the pot with milk and some heavy cream. In a separate bowl, I add some egg yolks, sugar, and vanilla paste and whisk that together. Temper the egg mixture with some of the milk and cream, then add it back into the rice and cook for around 5 minutes to cook the egg and thicken the pudding. Then I transfer to an ice bath to cool down and then into the fridge. For dinner, I was planning on making some salmon teriyaki bowls, but when my client came home, she told me she wasn't that hungry and just wanted some soup, and I also always keep these egg rolls I make in the freezer, and she wanted a few of those. These are similar to a lumpia, which is a Filipino egg roll with just a few tweaks. I plated up her soup and then her egg rolls with some sweet and sour, a little rice pudding for dessert, packed up all the other food that I had planned for dinner so people can eat it later if they want, and that was my day.